Alright, so we're going to take a look at Shantae, Half-Genie Hero, Ultimate Edition, being played on Xbox One. Review code courtesy of WayForward. So we've got options. Brightness, volume, vibration on or off, and profile selection. And then you've got extras. You got credits, you got backer credits, you got Hall of Fame, and the windscreens you've unlocked. And when you hit the start button, you have a couple of robust options here. You've got the option to so go back up to the top here. So we've got the main game, play the main storyline of Shantae, the Half-Genie Hero. You have Hero Mode, where you play the adventure with your main transformations unlocked. Hardcore Mode, a classic tough as nails difficulty setting for those craving an old school challenge. Pirate Queen's Quest, play this alternate storyline as Nefarious Risky Boots. Friends to the End, play a new adventure as Sky, Bolo, and Ruddy Tops. Ninja Mode, an all-new arcade-style adventure dash and slash with ninja speed. Beach Mode, an all-new arcade-style adventure hit the beach and work on that tan. Officer Mode, an all-new arcade-style adventure switch up your surroundings. Jammies Mode, prepare for the ultimate pillow fight. And those are the options you have with this game, or this collection, if you will. So it's the main game plus all of the DLC wrapped up in one awesome little package. So we're gonna go and take a look at briefly each mode here. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the main game. So when you start a game, you have the option to play with your classic color scheme or alternate color scheme. I'll go ahead and go with the alternate. All right. So this says 62%, 4 hours and 38 minutes. I beat the game in 4 hours 52 minutes is what it took me. I'm not sure what my completion was, but that was the last time I saved. So those of you who've never played a Shantae game, it is your classic platformer. Let's see if I can actually go. Can I leave here? I can. Okay. Classic platformer. I'm going to go ahead and... no, I'm not going to save, actually. Okay, so... where you start out is Scuttle Town Square. So you got your main hub. Now, here is where... you have the ability to talk to townspeople. You have the ability to take on little side quests that'll help you get items to unlock abilities and magic. In fact, I can come over to the... So you have the art gallery here. You have people you can talk to there. You've got the item shop. I come in here. Here's where you can buy potions. You can buy mega potions. You can buy weapons and abilities. See, I have mostly everything, with the exception of, let's say, I need the Super Mega Puff ability and the Scimitar. Actually, I'll go ahead and unlock the Scimitar now. Okay, and all I've left is the Super Mega Puff. Okay, and then you can come in here to the bathhouse. Here's where you can talk to this girl and she'll give you a hint to what to do next. I don't need to know. And this one's new. Oh, Hypno Baron. What are you doing here? It's possible to work with that moronic Squid Baron. I'm starting over fresh. I refuse to reduce to... we're building an empire of fear by feeding on sunken souls. I command you to find 10 of them. Fail in this and I will inhabit the minds of all the citizenry of Skull Sound, driving them into madness. That sounds more like the Hypno Baron I know. Bring me the sunken souls. Ha 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 ha. Sure, I'll give you what I've got. Ow. I don't have 10 yet. I think I have like 5. And those are hidden around the levels. And then you got the workshop. Here's where we can talk to Rye Tops, Bolo, and your uncle. And here's where you can save at any point. Techno Baron, what are you doing out here? Clear procrastination. I've been assigned 1 billion hours of community service. They're making me tear down my factory to make way for putrid mermaid preserve. Well, that's what you get, I suppose. The sooner you get back to work, the sooner you'll be done. Try whistling. Never, 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 I say. I refuse to lift a single digit until someone recovers my data chip. I hid the factory and dissolved my financials on it. Find it, I say. So apparently, from what I gather, is you have bosses that come back and ask you to do tasks. That's kind of cool. Kind of a way to prolong the gameplay. Oh, I didn't want to go in here. Now, at any point, you can hold Y and do a dance. So you can turn into an elephant. Has a dash and a stomp. You can turn into a monkey. And the monkey can climb and jump really high. And you also have a monkey bullet attack where if you're attached to a wall, you can use it to get to the other side of an area. I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to one of my favorite stages. So if you brief overview here, so we have Main Street, we have Mermaid Falls, we have Tassel Town, Cape Crustacean, Hypnobaron's Castle, and Risky's Hideout. We're going to go ahead and do the Main Street. It's actually the first level you actually play in. And no, I'm not going to save it. Okay, so here's the first stage. So you also have the ability to turn into a mermaid, which is kind of neat. And she has a bubble attack that you can't do unless you're in water. So actually I can demonstrate right here. See, mermaid's got a little bubble attack she can do. Kind of neat. And then you've got the crab. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Here's the crab. Crab has a little attack too. And then you've got the harpy and the mouse. The harpy can fly. Definitely handy. A little slippery on land, but that's alright. And so you got the monkey that can do the little monkey bullet move. And then the mouse. The mouse is kind of cool. Mouse is kind of cool. You end up becoming a really teeny tiny mouse. See? Barely see it, but that's the mouse. Kind of neat. And then you have one I have yet to unlock. And I'm not sure how to unlock it yet. No, wait. Yeah, one left, I think. And then you have the healing dance, which will heal you. You have the warp dance, which will let you warp to the second half of the stage. I'll go ahead and do that. So rather than go through the whole stage, you can go right to the second half of the stage, which is definitely handy if you need to do that for whatever reason. Like if you want to just skip it entirely, or if you actually want to skip it for a specific reason, whether or not that's an item you have to grab or what have you. Alright, so yeah, I mean standard platforming fare. Definitely a really good and fun game to play. Let's go ahead and go to quit. Actually, before we do that, these relics here that you've unlocked, you can turn them on or off. So if you don't want the your hair to do as much damage, you can turn on a Super Silky Cream instead of the Mega Silky Cream. If you want to decrease the damage, you can turn on the regular shampoo versus the Mega Shampoo. and so on and so forth. Oh, here, oh, you also have magic. I forgot to mention that. Here you got magic you can turn on. Let's do... So if I wanted to, I can hit LB and RB. Oops, and change the magic I use. This is kind of cool. This is very handy with bosses. This is a invincibility shield. Here's the shock cloud magic. And then with the scimitar, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like a sword shield. Similar to the spike ball, but obviously it's going to deal more damage than the spike ball would. So it's kind of neat. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to quit, and we'll take a look at the game modes. Now, the differences between the game modes and the main game, with the exception of Pirate Queen's Quest and Friends to the End, just change the gameplay mechanics, really. So if I want to go ahead and do hero mode, that's just going to be essentially the same game I just showed you, but with different transformations unlocked. Actually, let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Why not? There's a new game because I haven't played that one with this one yet. Okay, so we got I love the way the game starts. The game looks really, really good. A very colorful and vibrant game. Great use of color. Okay, and we'll come down here. Oh, you don't have any weapons or anything yet. This time I am going to save. Different game type. Okay, so now... Huh. Okay, it doesn't... So it gives me those transformations, so it doesn't give me... Okay, I thought it gave me different transformations. Apparently not. Oh, that's okay. So that means you get them right off the bat. You don't have to actually go and look for them, which is definitely handy if you want to play games slightly easier. Okay, and we'll come back to those. I'm gonna go through ninja mode and stuff first. So the ninja mode, Jamie's mode, and the beach mode, they all are pretty much the same game. They just change the mechanics just a little bit. Like ninja mode is going to make Shantae run likely pretty quickly. Yeah, I can already tell. So she moves a heck of a lot faster. And uses a sword instead of her hair. Oh, okay, and it has a teleport ability. That's kind of neat. Alright. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, that definitely makes this worth playing. I skipped this because I just thought that it was going to be the same game. I mean, it is the same game. It just changes the mechanics a little bit. But I mean, it's different enough that I could see myself going through the game again playing this mode. She also has a wall jump, which is kind of neat. So she pretty much has the monkey's ability. Although she reminds me more of like Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. That's what she reminds me of. So you have various collectibles you can collect that'll help unlock stuff in the race modes. Again, just an added bonus to keep playing these modes. And I mean, it's a nice change of pace. It changes the game up enough to be unique enough to warrant, I guess, a playthrough if you want to with these different mechanics. I wish that these different modes were more akin to what you get with Friends, the Friends one and the Risky Quest. I wish they were that fleshed out and that different. What do I mean by that? Well, they changed the gameplay up enough to where they actually almost feel like different games entirely. More so than these other modes here. And speaking of those other modes, let's go ahead and just quit the game. And we're going to take a look at the next mode. Beach mode. So this is kind of an interesting mechanic. In this one, it's pretty much the same game as the base game, with the exception of the sun constantly frying you, and you have to find bottles of sunscreen to reset the sun effect. So it kind of puts, I guess, a timer aspect of the game. Oh, and you can also... How do I get up? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The bubble. So like the Ninja one, instead of a teleport, she has a bubble she can use. And she also has a really cool beach ball she can throw. Kind of neat. And I think she might actually end up dying before I can get the... Oh, there we go. Got it that time. Got it in time, she didn't fry. Oh, there's also level up, the ability to level up in these games as well, where you don't have that in the base game. Oh, the sunscreen was right there. Sunscreen was right there. Quit. We'll go through the next ones here.
Shantae, Half-Genie hero.
So the officer mode next. So officer mode changes the gameplay mechanic in such a way that it's more of a run-and-gun shooter with platforming elements. With a little bit of a puzzle element to it as well. You use the button, so instead of teleporting everywhere, you have a series of platforms you have to activate in order to get through the stage. Oh. Try that again. And this one you have the maidens to rescue. Now, what's handy with these platforms is not only do they allow you to get from point A to point B, but they also can be used to kill enemies, which is kind of humorous. I'll try to show that here in just a second. Oh, well, or you can kill yourself. Did not mean to do that. See, watch. So you can kill enemies like that. It's kind of fun. Different. And she leveled up, so her attack's going to be different. So yeah, I mean, pretty interesting way to change up the gameplay, giving it a puzzle element with it turning into a run and gun shooter. Again, these modes change the gameplay up just enough to be like, okay, I'll give this way of playing the game a shot. But again, I still wish that they were more fleshed out. Okay, we saved there. Now we're going to go ahead and... here's the first boss. These modes also serve as more of an arcade. Arcade-like experience than the base game. In that there's not really much of a story. So one more should do it. And we'll check out the other modes. There we go, level up. There we go, got him. Okay.
Shantae, Half-Genie hero.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Jamie's mode.
Let's go.
And then we got 2 more games to check out. Again, these modes are all part of the DLC. So in Jamie's mode, instead of the bubble, you have the cloud. Instead of hair or a gun, your attack is a melee attack with pillow. And instead of beach balls, you have sheep. If I had a choice between this one and playing the other modes, I picked the other modes. The officer one's definitely a lot better than this one. And the beach one is, I mean, it's pretty much the same as this. It just adds an element where this one doesn't have that element of the sun. There's no timer. It's just kind of, I guess, an easier way of playing this alternative mode. Yeah, not my favorite way to play the game. So Jamie's mode is not for me. Definitely not for me.
Shantae, Half-Genie hero.
Okay, so now we got two more here. I'm not gonna go through hardcore mode because it's just hard as far as I can tell. So we got Pirate Queen's Quest. So this one you play as Risky Boots. So I have some issues with this one. So you have the I'm going to just do travel. Yeah. So instead of flying on sky, getting sky to fly around, you sail each location via ship. So this one you have her sword ability, and then you have RB and LB to swap between the various weapons. So you just have both a ranged attack and a close quarters melee attack. My main complaint with playing this is the fact that Risky moves so incredibly slow. And I don't know. It doesn't. I'm dying. You can upgrade her abilities. You can hit start, and you can upgrade her. So you upgrade her Seeger, her Tinker Bat, her ammo capacity, damage, Scimitar, and health. And then you've got, I mean, I do like the fact that it changes it up to like when instead of using berries to heal yourself, you use things like rancid jam and juicy melons. So I mean, that's kind of neat. But I mean, it talks about upgrading, but I really haven't found a way to upgrade her abilities. I'm assuming it has to do with finding certain things and talking to people and making it happen that way. But yeah, this is definitely not my favorite game out of the essentially three that you're getting. Actually, I would go so far as to say you're getting with this one, with the altogether one, you got the main game. That's 3. Then you've got the ninja one, and then the officer one. That's what, 5. So yeah, I'd say you're getting 5 games in this one collection, because they changed up the gameplay just enough to be, in my opinion, games on their own merit. I wouldn't consider Jamie's mode a separate game at all, because it's not. It's just an added bonus. But let's go ahead and take a look at the last game, and actually, it's my favorite out of the two that you get with this DLC,
Shantae.
because it changes the game up that drastically. So, Friends to the End has you playing as these three friends together that you can interchangeably change at any point by hitting RB and LB. So you've got you have Ruddy Tops that hits things with her foot. She can eat her brain. She can throw her head. That's her way of teleporting. And then just jump mechanic. And then you've got Sky. She can use birds as platforms. And this game changes up to where you're going to have to use all of the characters in order to beat these levels. So she's got her bird boomerang. She has the ability to use the boomerang thing to glide. And then you've got Bolo. He reminds me of like the guy in Bionic Commando with the ability to grapple. And then he's got like a little morning star that he uses as his physical attack. And then he's got his ranged spike ball he throws. But let's say I want to get up there, I'd have to use Sky's platforming, and then I can use Ruddy Tops to throw her head up there. There we go. That should do it. Then now I'm up over here now. I didn't know you can use your head as a weapon. That's kind of funny. And then in order to get up there, I'd have to use Bolo to get up here.
Nice.
And then I have to come back over here. Oh. Apparently you can't kill that thing. Alright, I'm going to have to use... Oh, thought she had enough life. But yeah, I prefer the main game, and I prefer all together. Because again, this all together mode changes the game up drastically. And makes it feel more like a totally different game, given all the mechanics you have to use to get through each stage. And that'll do. That's my review for Shantae Half-Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. If you're going to get Shantae, any of the Shantae games, if you're going to get Half-Genie Hero here, I would definitely suggest getting the Ultimate Edition, because you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck for a little bit more money. I want to thank Way Forward for their opportunity. This game is amazing. I enjoyed playing Risky Boots on behalf of IGT. That was my first foray into the Shantae series. This being my second, and I couldn't be any more happier. This game is just it's given me an appreciation for this series, and I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of the series as well. So. If you like what you see, consider purchasing the game. You're going to get a great collection here with the Ultimate Edition. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.